Hey folks, how we doing? I'm just gonna be quick. Just wanted to kind of throw out there. I'm actually gonna try to start a new YouTube channel called Unfiltered Perspectives, and it's basically a channel that's gonna focus on us that are in, we grew up post Jim Crow, but saw all of the evolution and changes in society since. And what I'd like to do is actually get feedback and talk, and maybe even have some lab discussions about with folks about what we see are the impacts of what's going on with this current administration that's coming in, and how do we keep up with the things that they're going to try to do and push through, that will directly impact us, and if not us, our kids and our kids' for the next maybe 50 generations, right? Because it seems that their objective is to roll back everything that the civil rights movement achieved, which in the grand scheme of things wasn't a lot, right? We may see it as a lot, but it didn't achieve the main thing that it was supposed to be the promise of this country, which is equality for all. Content of your character, not the color of your skin, is what a lot of these GOP and all these talking heads like to spew out. But at the end of the day, that's the last thing they want, because they know they can't compete on content. So they have to make you think it's about, oh, it's just about color and woke and all these other stupid terms that they've just started to throw out with no real structure around what that means. And we need to make them qualify what that actually means, because they're getting away with just throwing it out there as this term that none of them can identify or define. So hopefully I can get a little traction, and I can start to get a little bit better about editing and taking some of the content from Congress and all these other different spaces where they talk about the issue, but technically they talk around the issue, especially people from the South. A lot of these Southern senators and Congress folks, they're still talking like it's post 60s, right? They're still got that old good old boy mindset, and if you're not used to hearing it, you won't understand what they're actually doing. So hopefully we can use this channel, and I can use this channel to kind of break down what they're saying when they're not saying what you think they're saying. All right. Let's see what we can do with it. Take care. As always, from other channel, this is, hope everybody's taking care of themselves and preparing and won't find yourselves vulnerable. Please reach out to me. I think my email will be attached to this, so just reach out to me if you want to talk about something specifically, or have an issue that you think, is getting overlooked, because we don't have a voice. We have no African American truly dedicated media to combat all of the rest of the spaces that are out there. Most of that is happening on YouTube. And if this is going to be the platform that we can try to at least keep some communication going for us, then that's what we do. Because the rest of the so-called mainstream media, or even some of these digital media platforms now, even on YouTube, that were supposed to be about progress, progression, and all these things, you can see them starting to break. Because there's not a lot of money in being a good person. The money is grievance and switching sides whenever it's convenient. And that's what I'm starting to see happening with a lot of different folks that are traditionally on YouTube and weren't considered mainstream social media. So let's take a stab at trying to create a community of folks who really talk honestly about issues and not about what's going to get me paid. I'm not doing this to get paid. I have a lot of other things I'm doing to keep me paid. So I'm doing this because it matters to me what kind of country we have. I didn't serve this country for us not to have a equally just and fair country that I swore to protect, and every other veteran, and they need to remember this, against enemies, foreign and domestic. Okay, so keep that in mind. Love y'all. Take care.